Starfield has been out for almost a year now. It was released September 6th of last year. Now, some games age like fine wine, but in the case of Starfield, it's kind of the opposite. At least I feel like anyway. I tried playing this game, I couldn't, because with cloud streaming, there's a bit of a delay, and I'm on an Xbox One X. So yeah, I never really got to experience this game truly, but from what I have really observed, the game started out with mixed to positive reviews, I would say, and over time, that has declined to, I would say, mixed to negative reviews, and maybe that is for a lot of different reasons. I've heard a lot of people just say that the gameplay gets stale over time, so obviously one way to shake things up is with mods. Yes, Starfield actually dropped a mod creation kit. They dropped that last week. Now I'm seeing already the mods have been pouring out. I mean, really, the mod community, especially in Bethesda games, is really something else. I love it. I'm a huge respecter of mods and just people that make mods. I think it's really awesome. But, so here is the kind of, the big but to that. I guess the creation kit itself is free, but the mods on it are separated into free mods and paid mods. Yeah, I guess this is something they tried with Skyrim back in 2015 when they released a big mod creation kit for that game, and that got a bunch of backlash. It's crazy to think that because now in 2024, I think Skyrim modding is like really good. Yeah, I think they kind of did a 180 with their stance on that from, you know, what it was in 2015. So, I don't know, you would think they would have learned from their mistakes, but no, yeah, they have free mods and paid mods. Now, the big kicker with this is that they, I guess to promote how great their creation kit is, and more specifically to promote how great these paid mods are, they released within Starfield one mission, one quest that was made, I believe, by Bethesda in the creation kit, and they released it. It is a part of the Trackers Alliance quest line. From what I'm seeing, the first quest is just kind of with the game, and then the second quest is a part of this creation kit. So yeah, I mean, that's cool, right? They released this quest to show what you can do with this creation kit because the quest itself was made in the mod kit, so that's all cool. What's the problem? Well, the problem is that they are charging $7 for this one quest, this one mission. Something else I have seen pointed out too is that you can only buy a minimum of $10 worth of credits at a time in the, I guess, Starfield in-game store, meaning that if you haven't bought any in-game items in Starfield, like in real life, you're basically gonna have to spend at least $10 to buy this. So yeah, that was a week ago. There's been a lot of backlash. I guess the reviews on Steam are now mostly negative. So what did Bethesda say in response? Well, who better to represent Bethesda than the man himself, Todd Howard? I say that, of course, because he is the director and executive producer at Bethesda. So yesterday he was interviewed by a YouTuber called Mr. Matty Plays, and during this interview he was asked about this whole backlash. Now, thankfully, Todd Howard didn't really dodge the question. He actually was fairly humble about it, I would say. He says that they hear the feedback and that, quote, we are going to take a look at that and how we deliver content like that, and whether we are changing prices or breaking it up or what we should do there. Now, some might say that's kind of a non-answer, but to me, I'd say props to him for at least acknowledging it and basically saying, yeah, we messed up. We need to take a second look at how we're doing this. Now, it looks like overall he is still not budging on the fact that they do have paid mods. He sees this as the future of modding. He is basically saying that this is giving an actual incentive for modders to do what they do and for them to even make a living out of it. I can kind of see what he's saying there, but at the same time, a lot of people are also calling this out and basically saying that this goes against the very idea of modding, and that modding at its core, you know, shouldn't be a business. I don't know. I mean, to me, I would say the biggest backlash that is deserved here is due to the $7 mission. I mean, I get it. There's DLC, you know, there's always been DLC for Bethesda games, but I'm thinking like Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Skyrim, like when you had DLC, it was actually a little bit more than $7. It was maybe $15 or $20 maybe, but the content that you got from it per dollar was like way higher. I mean, for the DLC, that was $15 or $20. I mean, you got like multiple quest lines, new areas, new skills, like a whole bunch of stuff. Compare that to $7 for one mission. I mean, that's just crazy. So I'm very happy that people are calling out Bethesda for this. It definitely looks like Bethesda is trying to do a little 180, at least on this whole $7 mission thing, but not as much of a 180 on the paid mods thing. I do think it brings up a pretty good topic of discussion. You know, how do we look at mods going forward? Is it greedy to monetize them, or is it more of an incentive incentive for creators of the mods if you do monetize them? And to that, I don't think there is any perfect answer at all. Because to answer that, of course, you have to say, well, how are the mods being monetized? How are they being priced? Who is getting the profit, right? That's a big one. How much of the cut here is Bethesda getting? I think that's where a lot of people are really turned off on the idea, and that is totally understandable. So yeah, pretty well-deserved backlash here. I think at the end of the day, they should have just made this mission totally free, because to me, that would be free advertising for their modding kit. I don't know, but it will be interesting to see how Bethesda tackles this going forward and what they do to change their strategy. Like Todd Howard is saying that they're gonna, they're gonna take a second look at it. He did also say that he is interested in releasing annual story updates to Starfield, sort of like annual DLC content. So with them re-looking at things here, I wonder if things are gonna change or if they will just be the exact same. Charging $7 for one mission post-launch is pretty bold. I don't think they'll do it again, but I guess I've seen crazier things.